Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, talking up West Virginia. We got Skylar Callahan on the line from Dub V Nation. We had Skylar on a few weeks ago to break down the recruiting class there at West Virginia and also the Camping World Bowl date against Syracuse. So, Skylar, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, Mark. It's been a long day, but it was a successful one.
Excellent. So we'd like to hear about that. So we're going to throw away the ranking within the Big 12. I'll mention it here at some point, but I want your take on this class. And if there's more work to be done, some other guys hanging out there.
Yeah, we signed 16 guys today, so there's still 7 available scholarships. And you're probably going to see a big JUCO haul, I would have to imagine, maybe even a couple of transfers. Don't know if they're going to quite fill this class. I've been told that they're going to do their very best to try and get it to 23. If not, we may see a couple of walk-ons get a scholarship or two in the summer or in fall camp. But I would expect a junior college haul. It was a very uneventful signing day as far as us media members go in West Virginia, which is always a good thing. You don't like surprises. You always like to know everything going into it. So pretty good class. Again, very underrated. They went and got the guys that they needed. They filled their needs. And really, that's what you need to do every class. You don't need to go out and get the 4-star or 5-star flashy guy, as long as you just get the guys that you need to build your depth.
So right now, according to 247 Sports, it's number 7 in the Big 12. It's number 50 in the nation. All right. As we talked about a few weeks ago, this program under Dana Holgorsen has reached near the heights of the Big 12 without worrying much about recruiting rankings. So we just mentioned that as a matter of fact. Let's get the numbers out of the way. You mentioned need. You mentioned Holgorsen and his staff addressing the needs. For you, where are the needs on this football team going forward?
Well, I think the biggest need that they actually did not fill is quarterback. And we only have 2 scholarship quarterbacks on the roster next year, Jack Allison, who we'll see in the bowl game, and true freshman Trey Lowe. There's been talk, and I pretty much got a pretty good source that's going to be pretty true on this. Dana Holgorsen's son, Logan, is going to most likely flip his commitment from Bowling Green to West Virginia. He'll be a preferred walk-on, so still only 2 scholarships at the quarterback position. They're going to try and go after a junior college guy or maybe even a transfer. I know Justin Fields' name's popped up, but I think that's a long shot at this point. But I think the biggest part was filling the needs in at cornerback and safety, and boy, did they ever do that with getting guys like Osita Smith and Tykee Smith. To me, that duo could have the same type of effect that Carl Joseph and KJ Dillon had quite some time ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So those 2 guys, plus you had 2 corners, Nick Choi Fortune and Kerry Martin Jr., going to help add a lot of depth that was very, very needed. And only 4 scholarship cornerbacks on the roster this year.
All right. We're happy to be joined by Skylar Callahan. You can join him on Dub V Nation. It's the West Virginia site there for athletics there at the University of West Virginia. West Virginia University. I'll get it straight, Skylar. It's been a long day. You are right about that. I'm going to cut all this up anyway. So what else is there anything else we need to hit on there with this?
I mean, not really. Just pretty much, I mean, I could go over a couple, maybe like 2 or 3 guys that we're looking at for February, but that's probably about it as far as news-wise recruiting.
Let's do that. I'll lead you into that.
Okay.
All right, we got Skylar Callahan on the line from W Nation to talk up West Virginia football, and the class is just about set, but we've got a little bit of work to do before February, so it's turned into about an 80-20 split between December and February for most teams, so there's a few guys out there that could really complete this class, Skylar. So who are we looking at?
Well, for sure, number 1 is Ishim Young, former Penn State signee. I think he was the 2016 or 2017 class. He never even played at Penn State. He actually got involved in an off-the-field situation. I believe it was an armed robbery. I'm not 100% sure on that, so I don't want to throw things out there. But it was something. He got arrested, kicked off the team at Penn State. They're still trying to work their way with the NCAA to make sure he can get cleared to play. And West Virginia is the only Power 5 school going after him right now. So I would assume that if he gets cleared through the NCAA, we may see his name pop up sometime in February with that signing day approaching. And the other guy I would kind of look at would maybe be Moses Mallory. I know it's another junior college offensive lineman that they're looking at. And like I just mentioned, Justin Fields, a transfer quarterback from Georgia. You know, SEC quarterbacks and quarterbacks down that way have had a lot of success coming to West Virginia. We've seen Florida State's quarterback Clint Trickett, Will Greer from Florida. So who knows what Dana can pull off? You know, Dana is one of the best in the transfer game. So I would expect maybe those guys, but Isheem Young is definitely the guy that you got to watch out for.
All right. Good stuff, Skylar. We always appreciate you stopping by. You do a fine job. Appreciate the insight and the information here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. You're always welcome.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. And you guys have a good rest of your week, and Merry Christmas to you guys.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas. If we don't catch it before that, let's see. The game's on the 28th, I believe, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So we'll see how things work out, but maybe we'll be able to sneak in one last preview before we send you off for that 9-3 record. I believe
right.
would be the final record with the win.
That's right.
All right, Skylar, you have a good one.
Care, buddy.